Okay, so we are going to be looking at operations with functions in this video. And basically all that means is that we are going to be doing functions, f of x, g of x, h of x, whatever. And we're going to add, subtract, multiply, and divide them. Okay. Due to time differences, I'm going to jump down here to these problems right here. And we are going to take these problems right here, and I'm going to copy and paste and go somewhere and write. No, I think I'll just do it right here. Okay, so here's what this notation means. This means that we have two functions. One of them's name is f, one of them's name is g, and they want us to add them together. And when we are adding functions together, we are simply combining the like terms for the functions. So let's see, let's use the blue color. So I'm going to be using, because of 12a, they want me to use this function and this function, and they just want me to add them together. I'm probably going to run out of room. So I'm going to come over here and write, this is number 12a. Okay, they want me to write f plus g of x. Okay, so I'm just simply going to add the two things together. So I'm going to put my f function there. I'm going to put my g function in there, and then I'm going to drop the parentheses and add the like terms. So my f function is 3x plus 2. My g function is 2x minus 1. Because there's nothing outside these parentheses to do, and the parentheses are not serving any purpose other than to organize my work, I can drop them. 3x plus 2 plus 2x minus 1. Combine like terms. Combine my 3x and my 2x together. What happens if you put 2x's and 3x's together? You get 5x's. Put together the positive 2 and the negative 1. A positive 2 and a negative 1 go together to make a positive 1, I believe. And that is the answer to f plus g of x. Find each function and simplify the function rule. So that one is 5x plus 1. G plus h. Okay, and we'll try to squeeze that in right here. G function, 2x minus 1, plus the h function, x squared minus 2x plus 8. You can only put together the terms that are like. So there is only one x squared term. I'm going to put it in the front because that's we put the order of the exponents with the highest exponent. Those go first. So what happens right here when I put this positive 2x together with that negative 2x? Those add to 0. And what happens when I put a negative 1 together with a positive 8? Negative 1 and a positive 8 make a positive 7. So g plus h of x is equal to x squared plus 7. H plus f of x, let me change colors so everything doesn't run together. Okay, this is 12c. H plus f of x equals the h function, x squared minus 2x plus 8, plus the f function. I'm going to put it down here so I can line up my like terms. This is not something that you have to do, but you totally can do. Okay. I just lined up my like terms. This is the h function up here. Here's the h function. This is the f function. And I just stacked them and so I could get my like terms together. There's only one squared term. A -2 and a +3 is a +1x. A +8 and a +2 is a +10. And so h plus f is, of x is equal to x squared plus x plus 10. Okay, so that was C. Now I'm going to do D. Now notice that D all of a sudden is subtracting. So you have to be very, 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 very careful with the subtraction, because if you're not careful with the subtraction, what's going to happen is you will not distribute your negative. Okay, so I'm running out of room. But let's write this down. We've got f minus g of x. So I'm going to take my f function and I'm going to subtract my g function. I'm putting the parentheses around there for you to understand how important it is to not mess up with that negative. So inside this parentheses right here, I'm writing the f function, 3x plus 2. Inside the next parentheses, I'm writing the g function, 2x minus 1. And now you see that in order for me to, I can drop the parentheses here because there's nothing in front of this to do anything. So I can drop that parentheses, 3x plus 2. But I cannot just drop this parentheses because of that minus sign. Understand, that's like having a -1 multiplying out in front of that. So I've got to take that -1 and distribute it to both of them. If you're not careful, what's going to happen is you're going to forget to put the parentheses. This term will get the negative, but this term will not. And so half of your function will always be right and the other half will be wrong. So distribute that negative. -1 times +2 is a -2x. Negative times a negative is a positive. Okay, and now we have like terms to combine. 3x minus 2x, that gives me 1x. +2 and a +1, that gives me 3. And that is the answer to f minus g of x. Okay. I'm running out of room. Let's do 12e right here. Okay, I've got to say g minus f of x. Okay. Take the g function. Subtract from it the f function. The g function is 2x minus 1. The f function is 3x plus 2. Okay, you can just drop the parentheses right there because those parentheses aren't doing anything, but this right here is like a -1 that needs to be distributed. -1 times 3x is -3x. -1 times +2 is -2. Now we combine like terms. We have a +2x and a -3x. Put those together, you get -x. A -1 and a -2 gives you a -3. So g minus f of x is equal to -x minus 3. Okay, I'm going to change colors again because my work is getting so jumbled. So here's 12f. H minus g of x. Okay, that means we're going to put the h function minus the g function. The h function is x squared minus 2x plus 8. The g function is 2x minus 1. Okay, so that first function, x squared minus 2x plus 8, nothing happened to that because there's nothing in front of the parentheses. But this one, we have to distribute the -1. So -1 times +2 gives me -2x. -1 times -1 gives me a +1. Now I have like terms to combine. There's only one x squared term. I have a -2x right here and a -2x right there. Put those together. -4x. A +8 and a +1, that gives me a +9. So this is the final answer of h minus g of x. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. that takes care of the addition subtraction. I'm going to stop the video here and